Good evening and welcome to episode 12 of Bag of Cans. Episode 12. That's kind of nearly 3 months of doing this, which is probably enough for anyone. But I'm gonna persevere. Plenty to complain about this week, but I'm not going to complain too much about it. I mean, there's the. I'm quite annoyed that someone with larger reach has yet again picked up my idea and run with it, to the extent that I will immediately be sidelined. But anyway, who cares? Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Someone else is doing exactly the same thing at the same time, which kind of reminds me of the beer advent calendar that I invented quite some time ago, and then other people turned it into commercial exercise and made stacks of money out of it. I didn't. I made bugger all, but there we go. Anyway, welcome to this week's episode. I've got a little bit of ranting out of the way. I'm sure there'll be more. This week we are featuring an absolute belter, actually. This is by Solvay Society, and it's called Halmos. It's a Brussels-style pale ale. So the guy who runs this place, or is the head brewer there, he's Belgian apparently, but he's brewing in the East End of London, and I've had a few of this brewery's beers, and they've been brilliant. Small confession, I have had this before. It's great, but I really fancied it. I fancied sharing the name Solvay Society with you guys. They ran a crowdfunder about 2 months ago to build a tap room, and they funded it. I stuck some money into there, and apparently it's you get twice the money you've stuck in as a bar tab, which is great. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll roll on April the 12th. A quick good evening to Ewan, who joins me from the north of Scotland. Probably my only viewer tonight, but who cares? Here's you. He's tucked into a very strong Belgian beer. This is not quite as strong as the one he had, which looked a ludicrous 11.5%. This is just 4.2, it's one of those introduction to the evening kind of beers that I'm hoping is going to go down well. I'm sure it is. The sleeve notes say Paul Halmos is credited with inventing some of the most important mathematical language in use today. So, great, including tombstone. A tombstone is used at the end of a proof and means as shown here. Brilliant. So this beer is a celebration of the diverse and forward-thinking beers being brewed in Brussels today, and is a statement, modern Belgian beer, as shown here. QED and all that. Right, I'll open the can, stop crapping on about it, and start drinking it. Poured in a Brasserie de la Seine glass. Also a Brussels brewery. Very good one too. Check that out. It does look nice, doesn't it? I have noticed when I've played these back that there's a lot of crackle that's being picked up by the microphone when I pour the cans out. So I'm going to maybe move it over here and see if that sorts the issue out. As you can see, it's very Belgian because it is massively, massively fizzy. Look at that. But it looks terrific, doesn't it? Look at that. Loads and loads of carbonation going on there. Smells brilliant. I mean, there's a distinct smell about Belgian yeasts that it's not obviously not all of them, but they've just got some kind of weird bubblegummy characteristic about them. And it's not strong and it's not unpleasant, but it's really, really good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, almost. It smells rustic, is what it does. It smells rustic. Anyway, give it a whirl, shall we? Cheers. Oh, yeah. I mean, first of all, you expect it to be hugely bitter because, it's very, very sharp. I'm not entirely sure Um, oh well, there we go. Yeah, there is apricot, strawberry, and lemon in it. Apparently, didn't know that. But yeah, you can definitely get that lemon. But it's not hugely sharp. I mean, it is initially, but then it kind of rounds itself out. It's really nice, actually. I'm going to drink that again. Mm. Yeah, you get an initial sort of citrusy tang, and then it sort of like rounds out. Delightfully, really, and then you get a little bit of a sort of sherbety kind of dab towards the end of it. But yeah, delicious, absolutely terrific stuff. Yeah, which reminds me, I was looking at Belgium on the map this week in a bit of work downtime. Basically, gazing at the map, thinking, "Oh, I wonder what it'd be like to live here, 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 and here," and checking out the nearby breweries and that kind of thing. And it's the kind of thing that I would have thought, yeah, I'll do this, 4 or 5 years ago, at some point in the future. But we can't now, can we? I mean, it's not. It's well, I guess we can, but it's not. It's not as easy as it used to be. Yeah, it was kind of. With a little tinge of sadness, really. I was gazing sort of longingly at this map, thinking, wouldn't it be great if I could just move here? But I mean, yeah, I'll have to look into it. I'll have to look into whether you're actually, as a foreigner who doesn't have any rights there, allowed to purchase and own property there, and live there, without paying any tax, because I quite fancy not working when I live there. But anyway, we shall see. It will take some more investigation. But anyway, yeah. In the meantime, this is great. Solvay Society. I'm very much looking forward to their tap room opening in. Well, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 weeks' time. I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye on that. But it's in Leytonstone, apparently. And I've seen 1 or 2 photos. It looks like they've done a really nice job on it. So yeah, fingers crossed it will be sooner rather than later. I think with it being we've got one more Friday in March and then 2 more Fridays in April before you're allowed to drink outside pubs. So that could mean there's only another 3 episodes of Bag of Cans left. I mean, just ponder that for a minute. So yeah, I'm glad of an absolutely brilliant one this time around. It's a delight. I mean, seek this stuff out. Halmos. But yeah, maybe potentially only 3 more, and then we can go to the pub. But as I've said before, knowing this government and how badly they cock things up, we might be back in lockdown again. And if that happens, I shall be back. In the meantime, do join me again next week, Friday, 5:50. Yeah, look after yourselves. Have a good week, and I shall see you on Friday next week. Cheers.